Hi everyone, it's K-Red, and I hope everyone watching is doing well. I'm so thankful for those of you who are returning to spend some time with me doodling. For anyone who just found my channel, we are a group of fun-loving people who enjoy doodling and find joy and release and stress by putting pen to paper. If you're new to us, this is part 3 of a circle pattern project. In this project, we drew 4 circles, created fun strings within those circles, and are adding doodles to each string. Here's a reminder of the finished product, but let's go ahead and jump right in. So as you can see, we have the pencil marks that we created at the beginning of the project, and I'll add a link if you wanted to start at the beginning. I start by adding 3 basic simple leaves. This helps me with dimensions and makes things a little bit easier. I add a smaller one between that, and then add one more between each of the leaves. When I do them in this order, it really helps me to make sure that they're the sizes that I want and helps to make the back smaller leaves look just a little bit like they're behind. We can add some shading in the end if we feel like it to help with that as well. I then start by drawing little arcs and circles between each of those back petals. I try to get these to match as close as I can, doesn't have to be exact, the circle that we had penciled in. This gives the illusion that those circle lines continue back behind the flower, and it also works as a great shading. Take your time, nice and slow, remember to breathe, and placing them close together creates a fun illusion. I now use the points of each of those petals to help with the spacing of the next leaves. Pick one petal, skip one, and then the line goes to the other. So each line starts and ends on an alternating arc. Once again, this helps with the spacing. It makes sure that everything is filled in. So this time, rather than putting the arc lines in, I completely fill in behind it. Probably would have been a little bit easier if I opted for a bigger tip on the pen, but part of doing this doodling is the meditation, the repeated moments, the moving slowly, the breathing. So I really just use this time with this smaller pen to just slowly add in all the background. As I try to decide what to do in the next section, I decide in this kind of a circle, swirl, black hole kind of pattern, for lack of a better phrase. We did a little bit of this similar into one of the other circle patterns where we turned them into an actual flower. But for this one, we're doing just the whorls for now. So then I add these half circles on top. Look a little bit like a cloud, or in some of the sections, they look a little bit like a heart. I add a small circle and darken in underneath it to kind of fill in so that circle is sitting right on top of those clouds. Once again, I'm sorry, my hand's in the way of the camera. Definitely need to figure out a better camera angle on that. But as it moves on, you can see that I am just doing, I think in Zentangle they call it an aura. I'm just doing as close tracing above it. We just go right over the top. I wanted to make sure that it still had some definition in it. I didn't want it to be smoothed out too much. And I wanted to go back one more time with the circle like we had done earlier, except this time I'm adding it actually lower. It's not sitting on top of the line. It's actually down where the line actually meets. So because of the way we did the aura, we now have 2 small circles over each of the larger circles. When I do these, there's no end in mind. I'm just doing whatever comes to mind, one after another. I really encourage you to watch what other people do and glean ideas from that. Kind of put those in your mind, and then as you move forward, you'll pull from those memory banks and different ideas that you liked. That's why I really appreciate you all watching me. I'm hoping that I can give you maybe some ideas of what to add when you do it. But remember, we're taking each line just one at a time. No stress, no anxiety. This is about the joy of doodling. This is about stress release. This is about making one simple decision after another and just moving on from it. When I do this, I'm not looking for an art piece that's going to go on my wall. I'm looking for a release of the day's work. I'm looking for an opportunity to breathe and think and process my day. And I do that by adding just one line on top of the other, one spot on top of the other. So we went back and added a petal again, except this one is much softer. It doesn't have that point quite as tapered on the top as the other 2 we've done. So unfortunately, I did get stopped in the recording and failed to turn it on in time. But all you've missed is that I did finish doing those petals and I connected them on top with a line. Not a straight line that has just a little bit of a wave to it. But this wave goes down, whereas the ones below it went up more like a cloud. This one goes down and tapers in. I decided it needs a little more dark patterns to it, and I add a black square into each one of these sections that we've created. So as I decide what happens next, I take a look at it, see where I think there may be some holes or some things needed, try to decide what I can add. Once again, my camera angle could use some help, so we're going to go ahead and fast forward through some of this, and you could just see the end result. So this time when I add the circle, I decide to darken it all the way in, a little bit of the contrast to the other 2 that we've made. And remember, I'm wanting some more depth on this. As you look at this paper, on the one on the top left felt like it had so much dark, with those dark lines and those bold statements. I didn't want this to be washed out or left wanting, so I'm putting a small dot on the top of each, but making them dark. So as I decide what happens next, I take a look at it, see where I think there may be some holes or some things needed, try to decide what I can add. This is truly one of my favorite parts, where just the small little changes can make such a difference. As always, when I darken something in, I usually start with less and then decide to add more. Started with just some lines, but then decided I did want it completely filled in for that contrast. I think we're going to go ahead and leave it at this. Some of the hardest decisions to make is when to end a project. We have one more section to go, and this circle pattern project will be complete. Please subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos as we continue to grow and learn and de-stress together. Thank you all again for joining us, and I'll see you on the next one.